Hello, it's the Sinister Gambino here with a new stream. And this stream I'm going to be going over the event week for this week in Reddit Online. So to start off with the title, of course, there's new Showdown modes technically. Technically they're new, but they're built off of old Showdown modes. And it's also confirmed there's going to be more of these Showdown modes within the coming weeks, as I'll mention. So every single one that released today will have 2 maps. I'll probably mention the different maps that are on there. But yeah, the Showdown series in general has been redesigned when it comes to the art. So I don't know if it's a mix of old and new Showdown modes or if it's purely new ones. Either way, I might try to do a new one, or at least one new one for this stream. So yeah, these ones you get a handful of throwing knives to start off with, and then you have to pick up shotguns as well if you want them, of course. Those seem to be the only different types of weaponry there are in these, like, new variations of the Showdown modes. So what exactly does this one include, exactly? It has Overrun with the Manor and Sizika maps. Of course, Sizika is the penitentiary, most definitely. Spoils of War with Fort Mercer and Orchard. Plunder with Saint Denis and Saint Denis Plantation. Good variety there. Totally kidding, because apparently it's all in Saint Denis. And the plantation's like right north of Saint Denis. That's totally great variety. And then Up in Smoke, which has Blackwater and Linnick Electrical or whatever. So yeah, quite the interesting modes for sure. At least 3 of them I think are DLC. In fact, all of them I believe were from previous DLCs, not from the launch of Reddit Online. That's a little FYI. And then yeah, there's more that will be coming in the coming weeks. And those include Last Stand. By the way, the ones that are coming in future weeks will have 3 maps over 2. If I have not mentioned that. That's the Last Stand, which was a DLC one, I believe. And it's Ainsbury Mine, Armadillo, and Cemetery for the maps that will be coming out with it when it comes out. And then Name Your Weapon. I believe that one was actually from day 1 of the game for Reddit Online. Either way, Fort Mercer, Highland Oil Fields, and Tall Trees are the couple maps with Name Your Weapon for whenever that one comes out. So yeah, that's the rundown of the few modes that are in the game at the moment and the couple that will be added within the coming weeks. That's one of 2 news wires, essentially. Then going into my best spectator, of course, there's 3 times XP on the Land of Opportunity missions. There's at least 1 or 2 other 2 times XP opportunities as well. I'll be sure to mention those at some point in the stream. And then 1.5 times Trader Roll XP sell missions, resupplies, and more. For that one, I think there was 1 more mention as well still. I quickly decided to join a party. Almost forgot to do that. Since my streams don't really run as well anymore as they once used to for whatever fucking reason. Within the past like few weeks. At least for the GTA streams, they don't run as good as they used to. I don't entirely know why. Okay, is it in? Yes, it's in. Alright, good. I'm guessing these are going to be the rest of the benefits from last week, which there is a tiny bit to talk about with those for this week, because I do believe they extended it and whatnot. Unless it was just those. So here's this. Believe I already mentioned every single part of this one over here. Yep. Indeed, that's every single thing I mentioned about the Showdown modes, the ones that are available now, and the two that are coming soon. And then here's some of the other stuff, of course. 30% gold boost and 50% XP boost. I don't entirely recall them mentioning the gold boost on the newswire, but either way, it's through the in-game like benefits section, which is of course very convenient. So I believe Showdown modes, I believe they typically pay at max like 0.32 gold or something if you get like first place. So that'll probably be within like 0.4 gold you can earn per Showdown mode if you do very good in it, of course being like first place pretty much. That's definitely quite nice. However, at the moment, I wouldn't say there's really all that much to get gold for, aside for obviously as a cash alternative, as Outlaw Pass has ended a couple weeks ago, or even last week maybe. Yeah, it was the last week that the Outlaw Pass ended. And then, yeah, 50% XP boost on Showdown modes and races. And includes the newly updated Takeover modes. Guessing that means for the Showdown modes, of course. And yeah, it's a typical 1 week event week as well, for those who may wonder. None of this like pandemic shit's really impacting like the length of event weeks or anything. As this event week proves, that they're entirely capable of adding like completely like new like stuff to do. As for DLCs though, I'm hoping the fucking pandemic bullshit doesn't fucking impact that shit for sure. That would suck. That would definitely suck. But yeah, double XP on opportunity missions. And it also includes free roam missions and free roam events as well. There's already ever couple double XP things going on for the week. And I'm not sure if, by the way, I'm not sure if the Moonshiner missions count on double XP either, since technically this could be considered their own, like, story missions. So it might just be, like, all the story missions aside for, like, the Moonshiner ones. And then 50% raw XP boost for traders, obviously. The one I couldn't include on was the spectators, since there's not much space on it, obviously, aside for what I've already put, is the free roam events, which you unlock at rank 4 and up. Sadly, I'm rank 3 though, but that's besides the point. But either way, that's a couple of things for the trader going on. So yeah, sadly, there's no like cash opportunities, which definitely kind of sucks. But yeah. Honestly, I would probably recommend doing the free mode stuff for the double XP, the free roam missions, and the free roam events, since obviously doing Land of Opportunity missions are going to require you to go into like a separate lobby. So that's kind of going to make it harder to multitask. Because of course, while you're doing your free roam events and stuff, you could kind of get like carcasses and whatnot. Carcasses and like certain pelts and stuff like that. Obviously, you can't give, like, skinned animals, but you can give, like, certain things that you skin from animals to the trader. So yeah, that'll help you get some supplies, of course, in the meantime while you're doing your Land of Opportunity missions. And obviously, whenever you can sell at, whenever it gets to its maximum point, you should do that. Or if you even have like traders, yeah, or even if you have like supplies from like the trader for like the benefits section, that's definitely very good as well, since I'll pretty much probably instantaneously let you sell, unless that stuff needs to produce as well. Then you won't still have to wait for the time, you just won't have to get like all the parts and stuff. That's kind of the strategy, is to like combine the resupply and selling of the trader with the like free mode stuff with that double XP. So you can benefit from most XP benefits possible. And for whatever reason, if you're going for gold, which is kind of a cash increase, of course, it's kind of most like it's probably the one like lucrative thing in the game is the gold boost, of course. If you're wanting like cash and wanting to buy stuff, definitely go for the gold boost on showdown modes and races. But obviously you're going to have to be kind of good at those as well if you're going to want a decent amount. So there's that with those. Whereas the other things, you don't really have to be all that good when it comes to XP. Alright, it's good as well. Did kind of need to mention these. But yeah, I believe a new login reward for this event week is 50% off any vest below rank 15, which obviously is just a really nice small something. It's not anything all that big. So yeah, it's a new login reward for this week. And do keep in mind the old login rewards are still going on from last week. And I know like what I recommend and whatnot for the for the benefits from last week and what I recommend you do with them and whatnot. If you want to know about that, of course, I have my stream from last week, of course, where I go into a lot more detail with those. And yeah, it will take at least 2 days from logging in to be able to get the benefit as well. And then returning limited stock clothing includes the contra pants and charo jacket. And a cargo double bandolier, canvas corset, hitch skirt, porter jacket, charo jacket, contra pants, and Piero poncho as well are also included. That should be all the limited stock clothing that's returning. And then, yeah, 40% off all novice and province scene trader role items. So basically anything from ranks 1 through 10 through the trader role will be on 40% off discount, which allows you to go for things like the stew pot, the camp upgrade for stew recipes, the boost scores. Oh, that is what the stew pot does, my bad. Or the weapons locker, of course. Which the stew pot and the weapons locker are probably a couple of the best, like... Of course, the stew pot and the weapons locker are probably a couple of the best options there are for ranks 1 through 10 for the trader business. So those will probably be some of the best buys for the event week, for what you should invest your money in. And then I think the thing on the right is just restating what was previously mentioned. And yeah, this middle section is basically talking about what was added from last week. That's going on till June 1st, I think. So again, this stuff like the free Navy revolver and whatnot is still going on till June 1st. Once again, I'm pretty sure. And then 30% off all multi and race horses. Find right steed for any task. Of course, gain any of those will be 30% off. Apparently, the Turkmen seems like a good choice with having characteristics of race and war horses, which is popular for its health, stamina, and speed. Definitely sounds like a pretty varied horse. And once again, I think the one on the right's a repeat. Okay, apparently that's a daily challenge, just running around the map and shit. I actually want to check my benefits section one more time, see if the, like, free Navy revolver is shown up. Oh well. Maybe me buying a Navy revolver somehow negated being able to get the Navy revolver for free or whatever, I don't know. Because I wanted a free secondary. I still wanted to buy one, of course. But whatever. So yeah, that was everything that was on the, like, actual, like, in-game benefits section. Now to make sure, like, if that was for sure everything. If not, then I'll go for a newswire, of course, mention what wasn't included on the benefits section. Also, the limited time clothing will continue into next event week as well. That's one of the couple of things that go beyond the 1 week of this event week. Okay. So yeah, there really wasn't much of anything, if anything at all, that wasn't mentioned on the benefits section. Obviously, just in case, I wanted to make sure. So yeah, I'll play at least one Showdown mode, and then I'll probably end the stream after that. Since pretty much all of it's just rehashes of modes that have been previously released, of course, they're not like totally brand new Showdown modes or anything. So yeah, the rest of the stream is just going to be gameplay of the, like, new Showdown modes. So the event week will be in the parts for before. But yeah, I find the timing of release for these Showdown modes to be kind of awkward, to be honest. Because I feel like this whole entire Moonshiners DLC, they haven't really released much for the drip feed aside for clothing, I feel. Like, yeah, like, yeah, it was still a pretty big, like, initial, like, DLC release on the first day it came out, of course, but the amount of additions, like, beyond the initial release of the DLC compared to other DLCs is actually quite small, in my opinion. I think this is kind of, honestly, I kind of think this is the real, like, first edition to count. I think even the Frontier Pursuits DLC, I think that one, for example, had, like, a free mode event that was added for like the collector being the Condor 8 that wasn't in for the first like initial drop of the DLC. So even that one had more, and that one even had a couple of rolls. Okay, so I got Overrun, Sisika Special Edition. Alright, my team has 8 and apparently never has 5, that's quite interesting. Did someone just switch from this team to that team? Because that's kind of scummy, man. Hopefully the weapons Oh, come on, really? Damn, even not... I should even have some like Red Dead streams, that's fucking right, man. Fuck. I even did a couple fucking network tests until it had to be on like 2 megabytes of upload or whatever the fuck. And there was also like 27 download megabytes around there, like 25-ish or something. And I also have my PS4 as close to my fucking door as fucking possible. So like, that's kind of the best connection you can fucking get. Compared to where the fucking router is, which isn't tickling mine, so I can't fucking move it where I fucking want or anything. So yeah. Alright, good, gameplay is still showing, and I haven't checked my audio yet, so I might have that too. Yeah, thankfully, yeah, this is a penitentiary map. But yeah, this one, I like this one from what I remember. It's probably been since it came out initially for when I played Overrun. So I guess the stream aside for me since it wants to have issues for no fucking reason. I'll just be doing this one fucking Showdown mode. Great. Seriously, none of my streams don't work good anymore, which I fucking hate, man. I need more than this damn phone, man. Alright, double barrel shotgun. Definitely interesting for sure how they make you grab a weapon to even have anything called out decent, probably. It's definitely quite the interesting take, I would say. Oh, fuck. And of course mine was insist, because I'm not just be a little bitch stealing my kill. Oh, what? God damn it. As soon as you lose the fucking shotgun too, when you die. And they don't even seem to respawn as of yet, at least. So you're definitely gonna be pretty good with your shotgun for sure as well. Or the multiple shotguns. Oh, but they do respawn eventually, like I expected. Okay, my team's actually winning, so good. I forget if it's like a best of 3 or some shit. So if this is actually it, that's kind of... Because if that would actually be it, then I kind of suck. But there's no way that's it. It would be way too short, in my opinion. And yep, you have to collect one again. Once it goes on to the next one. Kind of annoying, but... Oh well. And you can't seem to dual wield either. Actually, yeah, technically only have one, actually. That explains it. For some reason, I was expecting to dual wield a throwing knife. For some reason, I actually expected to dual wield a throwing knife. I don't know why. So far, it's only 4 like bullets per up as well. It kind of gives a every bullet counts kind of vibe in my opinion from GTA Online. Yeah, GTA Online and its every bullet counts is what this all reminds me of, kind of. Except it's more like shotguns rather of a pistol. Rather particular as well. Oh dang, we went to pretty much every single one there. Yeah, honestly, I kind of think the timing of them dropping the Showdown modes is kind of shit. Oh yeah, first 3. So I guess that max can count as 5 from what I'm understanding. What's the first time you got that? Yeah, timing was kind of weird, honestly, for them to drop this, because like, all these fucking weeks they could have added something as big as this. I feel other weeks would have benefited from this better than this week. Like, it's kind of at the point where it should be the next, like, DLC drop, I would say. It's kind of at the point where the next DLC should happen, I feel. But nah, for some reason they wait for this DLC to hella fucking die. They even drop something as big as this. I just find that really strange. Alright, I only got 0.1 gold. It's probably kind of competition, I'm guessing, between my teammates too. I guess it's for me to get more gold, and to be fair, I did only capture 2 territories. I believe I did knock someone out though, or I believe I downed someone though, at least. And of course, someone stole my kill, someone was an assist. Yes, my stream decided not to work like a fucking bitch, of course. I'm getting out of this lobby. Yeah, I really don't understand why it took them this long to release something decent for this DLC for Drip Feed. GTA is known to bring a lot of like good content, I feel, for Drip Feed. Red Dead at least a lot of the content feels like it's in the DLC from the first day. Which is kinda nice about this DLC, but like Showdown modes of all things took like 3.5 like months or some shit just to add something as big as this. Kind of crazy to me. Or in fact more like exactly 3 months. Or a little over 3 months, I mean. I feel it would have benefited a lot more if I feel these would have definitely benefited a lot more if it was in one of the like earlier event weeks. I might somewhat trade and stuff, I don't know. Actually, probably not, because it's like all the way on the other fucking side of the map. Since I really like Cumberland Forest as my location, because it gets it kind of close to my Moonshine Shack as well. I feel all the Cumberland Forest would be good for hunting. For some reason I thought that was my player blip, but whatever. I don't know how I forgot it was in Blackwater. But yeah, that's already going to be it for this event week stream. A lot of details, unlike last week, a lot of the details were already on the like benefits section. Last event week I had to pull up the newswire for like rank 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 rank unlocks, and I believe it only mentioned like the rank 60 unlocks, ironically, on the offers section, which is the same exact thing it does this week as well. Yeah, apologies for a really short stream, but no matter how like small these event weeks are, I do like making these streams like weekly, of course, to inform people about the event week. If for some reason they don't keep up with the newswire, so it's kind of for those people who would rather have it in like a video format. And also, I can't really get the details all that early. And as I learned from last week, the benefits section doesn't entirely, in certain cases at least, in some cases it doesn't mention everything that goes on in the event week. So it's honestly better to just wait for the newswire for these than like with GTA. Where if anything, only like one or two things on rare occasions I might not know about until the newswire drops. But yeah, that will finally be it for the stream. Hope you enjoyed.